all time.
Going live. I'm trying to scoop this in. Hello, everybody. I hope you can hear and see me. Maybe you can't. I don't know. There's only one way to find out, and that's for you guys to check. And if you could check on Twitter just to make sure that we have sound and all that other fun stuff, I'd really appreciate it, as well as here on the mighty YouTube. All right, so let me give you what's going on, okay? Oh, we can hear you. And hopefully you can see me. I'm going to turn that off. There we go. I always forget to do this. Hold on. I don't know why I forget to do this. On my Logitech, to always shut off autofocus. So I just stay focused. You know? I don't know. What can I tell you? I'm not good at anything, am I? Especially after yesterday's disaster. And of course, the great Godzilla lover comes in and lets me know what up. All right, listen. And then she goes over to Twitch and makes sure we're on Twitch. I mean, best person ever. That's all I can say. And of course, Steph, how are you? Big Bang. Dargon? Okay. Well, anyways, here's the thing that I wanted to do. Matter of fact, I probably should just turn on this additional light here. So, just give me a second. In all my glory. There we go. All right. So, anyways, listen, I never claimed to be professional. I just do things because they entertain me, and of course, it makes me happy that I get to spend time with you guys. That's the most important thing. Fantasy, thank you so much, my brother. Thank you. All right. So, very quickly, this Sunday, the Jarl and I are having our rubber match, and he's been talking, He wants to play Warcry. Wants to play Warcry. And I said, it's not ready yet. Wants to play Warcry. Well, he wants to be these guys, the Splinter Fang dudes. So I've got to try to get those done before the weekend so he can play these guys, because this is who he wants to be. I mean, I'm not going to argue with him. I mean, if that's who he wants to play. And of course, similar camera to what I use. Also, okay. My boy Mo. So anyways, I'm going to try to get these guys done for him, because if he wants to play a certain squad, he should be able to play his squad. He likes them because they have snakes. Okay, great. So what I wanted to do, and I thought would be kind of nice, is give you guys a preview, so when we get right into it, we don't have to explain much. Now, this game's been out for a bit, and of course we're way behind the curve, because when everybody else is doing everything, I don't do it. Okay, I don't try to compete with anybody or anything like that. I do things when it comes in my time. So right now we got everything all set and ready to go, and I think you guys will really, really enjoy this, hopefully. This is a very easy game, so I'm going to explain all the rules to you, and we're going to show you some of the things that go on down here. And I got my little summary rules. I've got my glasses, which is most important, and we're going to have a good time with this. We really are. We are. So like I said, another last-minute stream, as always. And I'm looking forward to this live play on Sunday. I really, really am. I really enjoy playing with my son and having him come over. And I know it's going to be a lot of fun. So I hope you guys will enjoy it just as much as we will. There we go. So, this thing is like blowing up. Okay. I feel like I'm going to tell Mo we're live. Why don't you just stick your head in here and ask all your questions, right? Everybody knows Mo's gaming table. He's good. I'm live. You can see them work. He was asking about the cameras that we have. Because I just did, in case you didn't see it today, we did another War and Pieces. Yesterday we did Imperial Struggle. Today we did Men of Iron by the great Richard Borg. And hey Everton, how are you? I always enjoy doing things by Richard Borg, now that he's Berg, excuse me. Unfortunately he has passed on, and he is very well missed. So one of his last games, his tri-pack, I decided to do a video. So if you just support it and give it a nice thumbs up, I'd really appreciate it. Okay, so let's take a couple different angles here, and I'm going to try to explain things. First of all, this is some of the most, this box set that they have, and I'm going to come back up very quickly, just to show you the box set. I don't know if you can get them secondhand or whatever, but this is an amazing value for what you get. I mean, you get everything that you need to get going in this game. It comes with everything. It's beautiful. It's GW quality. I mean, what do you expect? I mean, they are one of the very best. So definitely it's something, if I were you, I would definitely check out if you can. So let's go up top. Well, let's go here. As you can see, beautiful, beautiful terrain. I mean, this stuff, and we'll just take you around the battlefield a little bit. It's not set up for anything. All it is just a little explanation. You know, everything that you see here comes with the box set and is absolutely phenomenal. I mean, phenomenal. I mean, look at all that stuff. Now, I can't control the focus on this thing, so I'm sorry. You know, all the way down over there, the beautiful bell and all that other stuff. And if we take a different look from it from that angle, you can see that this is just some beautiful, beautiful, beautiful terrain. And the board, this board here is two-sided. So just in case you needed to know. And, you know, when you have something as beautiful as this, it really enhances what you're doing. I mean, that's the way I always see it. That's why, you know, it's always good to try to get everything up and running. It comes with 2 factions. You're going to get the Iron Golems, okay, which I'm going to show you in one of these cameras here once I decide, and once I get everything out of the thing here. And and then there's Untamed Beast and Chaotic Beast that you're going to have, okay. The Untamed Beasts are the other faction. The Chaotic Beasts, you're going to get these Raptors and these Furies that are going to have, there's a card that actually has them roam in the battlefield. So while you're maybe trying to fight somebody, you're going to have all these beasts flying around. And we'll take a look at all those very shortly. I'll put some of them up here so you guys can see. Just to give you a quick look. Dummy. Alright, so there you go. Right there is the Untamed Beast. You're going to get all that goodness. Let me use the other camera for crying out loud. You know, you think we'd figure this out by now. You know, after all this time. What camera works. There's the Untamed Beast. And you are going to get the Iron Golem. Now, you could buy other boxes. And, you know, this game has a ton of replayability. It's very, 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 very simple, and something that you will really enjoy. Here are the Raptor X's and the Furies. These are the wild beasts that can roam around. So let's take a look at some of these guys, right? Just so you can see the quality that you get with the GW product, of course. You're going to get, you just get beautiful models. I mean, it's GW. I mean, what do you expect? That's some of the Raptors. You get in total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those, and then you're going to have 6 of these other dudes. Let me just get the container here. Okay. And we'll break those out so you guys can see those, right? And here are the Raptor dudes. Okay, let me take the Furies and we'll just kind of move them over here. All right, and then we'll bring out our Raptor dudes. And you can see they have a couple different poses there. All right, so there we go. So those are our chaotic beasts that can possibly show up. So how do they possibly show up? Well, I'm glad you guys asked. Because what we're going to do, and I'm going to put this guy back in a box. Try to keep this organized so it doesn't go all over the place, folks. Actually, it just makes the stream a little bit longer, and like I actually did something today. Because I may have to go watch my granddaughter because my wife has a dentist appointment, and the kids went to go do something, and well, I'm going to put it to you this way. I may have an announcement, so we'll leave it at that. All right. So now I'm going to show you the Untamed. Okay, some Iron Golems. Okay, here we have the big boy here. And then, we got some of these smaller golems here, which are going to do battle. And then on the other side, of course, we've got our jacked up Untamed Beasts. Untamed. You get this guy for the Untamed Beast. I'm going to just move this dude over. And let me pull out one more normal looking Untamed Beast dude. Alright, there he goes. Get over there, boy. Alright, so you're going to have all these different variances, and you're going to get a bunch of different creatures and stuff like that, and it's just sometimes you just have to say glorious. Right? Are the characters easy to assemble? They're easy. They're not hard. They're actually very, very good. So Nothing too crazy. Rob, I missed the thunder. Me too. What now? Is that queen? They're heading back here now. Oh, okay. So I can kind of try to. I don't have to worry about ending early. There we go. We could just really talk about the game. So as you can see, beautiful, fantastic quality GW models, beautiful scenery. This is a home run. This is a home run. Should I be scared of this box? I'm still intimidated by Blackstone Fortress. No, you shouldn't. How are we doing, Rob? Good to see you live on Twitch once again. Well, thank you very much, Wizard. We're definitely back. It's good to see you, my friend. So anyways, as you can see, there's a lot of depth. There's a campaign that goes with this. You can actually get some of those chaotic beasts. But there's a funny thing that goes on with those chaotic beasts. They can turn on you, or you can have them as pets. There's a lot of things variables, because this is done in the chaotic realm. All right, so we're gonna leave. We're gonna actually put this guy back, and then we're gonna put some of these dudes to test. So we're gonna show you how everything kind of works. So let's just move this over there. And let's just talk about it, because we're doing this live. So nothing ever goes easy when we do things live, right? So here on one side, we have the incredible iron golems. And then on the other side here, we have, let's just make a little room here. We have the awesome and powerful untamed beasts. Okay. So I'm going to go over this a little bit, and I really want to make sure that you guys know how this works. Okay. All right. So, oh my God, my wife is like insane. I told her I'm going live. I love her. I really do. She is special in so many different ways. Now, you're going to have cards for each one of your guys, okay? And they're going to have a bunch of abilities on it. So I'm gonna just take one of these cards. Yeah, let's take the big boy here, okay? And I'm going to show you exactly what is going on. And I'm going to come over to this here, because I really want you to see this card. So we're going to talk a little bit about this card. Okay, this number with the shield is your defense, okay? This number over here with the arrow is your movement. And on the very bottom here is your health, okay? On the bottom over here is your weapon, what the range of that weapon is, okay? Then how many attack dice you are going to get. And then over here is the damage that you're going to do. I forgot what this fist is. Oh, in melee. In melee, you roll 4 dice, I believe, if you're going fist to fist. Let me just make sure, so I'm not telling you the wrong thing. You know, here I go. I try to tell you guys all the right stuff, and then, just like yesterday, I went, oh, geez, whoops, I think I forgot something. But that's okay, because I'm here, and I'm going to make sure that you guys know exactly what's going on. So if you decide to go get this, because you don't have to buy this huge box set, you could buy it separately, to be honest with you, and it'll help. Okay, strength. Look at the strength of the weapon and compare it to the toughness of the enemy fighter. If the strength is higher, every roll of 3 or more hits. Okay. All right. If the strength or toughness are equal, every roll of 4 is a hit. If the strength is lower, every roll of 5 or more hits. Okay, so your strength is what your set number is going to be. So you're going to compare, if this is equal, so if this person's toughness, and let's grab another card here so I make sure that we explain this, and we're going to take a look at the big boy here. Yeah. Okay, this dude has a strength of 6. Okay, so if this dude tries to hit him, he's going to need 5s to hit him. He's going to roll 4 dice because of his weapon to hit him. Now, if it was the other way around, okay, all right, and this guy went to hit him, he's going to need 3 or more to hit. But he only gets 2 dice, okay? But when he hits, if he hits a critical, every time you roll a 6, it is a critical. So he would do 8 damage every single time. On a regular hit, he's going to do 4 damage. On our boy down here, he's going to do 5 on a critical and 2. So how do we go about doing this? Well, I'm going to show you how this all pans out, okay? Because that's what we do. And if you have questions, ask them. I'll be sure to make sure to get this to you. Another awesome looking game I'll never get to play. Oh, Chris, come on. Come on, Chris. Don't make me feel this way. Come on. All right, so there we go. All right, so now, like we said on our cards here, for instance, we're going to roll for initiative. Now, this is very, very important, okay? And I'm going to tell you why, because this is where this game kind of evens out a little bit. So you're going to get your 6 dice. I believe you roll 6 dice. Priority, page 36. Let's just make sure. I think it's 5, to be honest with you. But I'm gonna make sure. All right. Priority roll. This is a roll-off referred to as a priority roll. Okay, perfect. Okay, so the priority roll is very important, and I'm going to show you why. So, as you know, I'm horrible at rolling dice. But, all right, so we've got quadruples, okay? So those are going to be out there. So that means I have a 6 and a 1, which is 2 single dice. The other side is also going to roll. Okay. Oops. And they are going to roll their dice. Actually, we're going to move some of the scenery. But the scenery is glorious. And we've got 2 6s. And then we've got 1, 3, 5, and 4. This means that they get the initiative, okay? So these guys do not get the initiative, but we have a double and some triples. Now, what does that mean? Well, that's why I'm here, folks. That's why I'm here. Okay, there are abilities, okay, that you're going to be able to use, okay? So, for instance, oh, not the chaos card. Let's just stick with the cards here. I'll put those over here. So, for instance here, on a quad, unleash the beast. Until the end of the battle round, add half the value of this ability, rounded up, to attacks and strength characteristic of attack actions made by this fighter that have a range characteristic of 3 or less. So he gets an ability. So he would spend those dice, okay, for these quads. Well, actually, that would be for them, but for them, they have Whirlwind of Death. Allocate a number of damage points to all visible enemy fighters within 3 inches of this fighter, equal to the value of this ability. So the value of this ability is 4. So you would start allocating damage points to anybody within 3 inches. So if he was here and he wanted to use his quad dice, well, he would be able to add to damage these guys for 3, and then they would just boom, boom, boom. Instead of rolling, he'd be able to do 3 damage to each one of these guys. Pretty neat thing. So you have doubles and you have triples. So your initiative roll, you may not win initiative, but you may unleash a powerful ability that will change the way that you do things. Okay? So now, because they have the initiative, they will pick a guy, they will take their full turn, and then go. So there you go. Choose your battle group, starting player who lost priority. Then you're going to draw. Hold on, let me just make sure I got this right. I don't want to tell you something that's wrong. Players take alternating turns to activate fighters in their warband. Okay, that's how it works. So you're going to, as a player, you're going to roll for initiative. Then after you roll for initiative, we know who has initiative to start. Okay, but you're going to do this every time because the quads do not carry over. Okay, so if you had a quads and you said, well, I got no way to use this because of the distance and everything, I'm not going to get close enough to really make this effective. Well, you cannot carry this over to the next phase. You're going to have to re-roll again and see who gets initiative again. So this time maybe you don't roll a lot of doubles or triples, but you end up with something else. So at the beginning, so after you roll, you muster your your war bands, and you're going. And I forgot to show you one other thing on here, that there is points. So you may want to play a certain amount of points depending on what the game is. You're going to draw 4 battle plan cards. Okay. So what are the battle plan cards? Well, guess what? I'm going to show you. Now, first of all, before you even set up, you've already rolled for priority, and then each turn you're going to roll for initiative. But before the game even starts, there's nothing on this battlefield. Why? Because the first thing you're going to do is, there are so many different variances to this, because you're going to shuffle up this deck. And as you can see, there is a ton of stuff in here. Okay, you're going to take, and let's move over to the other camera. You are going to draw 1 card, and that is going to be your terrain for the game. So you're going to set up terrain. That's 1 battle deck. Then you're going to set up, which is the next battle deck, which is deployment. And deployment, you're going to pull out that deck. Okay. And you're going to shuffle up, and there are so many variances to this that I don't think that you could play every combination, because there's so many. And then you're going to draw, and then you're going to see who's going to go where and put their people. Okay, basically set up their warband. One side is going to set up here, and another side is going to set up over here, or come in here. So each time is different. Then once you decide where both sides are going to deploy, you are now going to pull out your victory deck. Okay, and you are going to mix up the cards, and then you're going to pull out, all right, hold our gains for the victory condition. What does this one do? Let's see. The players roll off, and the winner chooses who is the attacker and who is the defender. The defender places 1 treasure token on the battlefield 6 inches horizontally of the center of the battlefield. At the end of the 3rd battle round, if the treasure token is carried by one of the defender fighters, the defender wins the battle. Otherwise, the attacker wins. So quick and easy games. Okay? Quick and easy ways to play and do things, and there's so many different types of game, blood marked and the gauntlet and tons like that. So then you're gonna decide the victory conditions. But that's not it, folks. There is a twist deck. A twist deck that's involved. And what you're going to do is you are going to pull a card from there. And that's going to add a twist to the game. So yeah, they have to do it, but there's a thing called Battle Frenzy that's going to add something a little different. Add 1 to the attack characteristic of attack actions made by fighters. This battle that have a range characteristic of 3 or less. So if you have a range fighter, now all of a sudden they're going to get +1 attack. So now you're trying to defend. You think you could just bunch up your guys. Well, no, because they're going to hit you from a range position and really give you a hard time. And it changes every game that you pick one of these characteristic cards. So you're going to do that. You're going to set up your battlefield, and you're going to get everything ready. You're going to do your players roll off to determine who has initiative. We already discussed that. And decide how to use their wild dice. All right. Your wild dice are these dice. You can get a wild dice, and you can roll a dice and carry it over to one thing over. All right. Then you are going to have your actions. So what actions do you have? So let's go up top to talk about that and all the actions that you have. Now I know a lot of you maybe have seen this before. Rob, that's why your channel is the best. You make mistakes like a regular gamer. I don't mean that to be mean. Well, no, that's fine. That's all I've ever tried to do is make it seem like we're all hanging out. And if I make a mistake, I make a mistake. It's live. Who cares? I like doing things live because I get to spend time with you all and talk about things. So there you go. All right. So each figure is going to get a choice of 4 different actions. Okay. And you can move, you can attack, okay? You can attack and then move. Now, your characteristics, of course, are on your card, right? Because we talked about that. Hold on, let's pull out the cards. Make sure I have this. And we're going to kind of just horse around a little bit. First of all, this big guy is just going to crush anybody that he gets in the way of because he's the big guy. Where's those 2 cards? Okay, so I have this dude. So we have this guy, and we're going to move with him. And then we're going to move with this guy. And we're just going to do a quick kind of little skirmish here, just so you get a feel of this. Now, don't forget that there's... I'm not going to go into every little detail. I'm going to try my best to cover as much as I can. But they also have little special abilities. There's certain things that they're going to be able to do. Hey, James, how are you? So, let's go up. And, let me pick out that guy. Which dude's that? Not him. That's 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 not him. Oh, there he is. There's my boy. All right? Because that's who I think I'm going to play. I'm going to play the Iron Golems. Just so I can smash Justin around. Now, you're going to take a look and see what you can move. Now, the Iron Golems don't move very far. They only move 3 inches. But we're going to say, like we said, this guy won the initiative. So the game comes with this beautiful, beautiful ruler. Okay, it bends, it moves. It's perfect for what you need. And he moves 5. So he's going to move 5 whole inches towards this guy because he wants to take. This guy just turns around and goes, "Whoa, whoa! What's up with that?" Now, if he wanted to do anything else, he can't. Okay, so basically, he can't fight. He can move the number of inches that he wants. Okay, his move characteristic was 5, so he can move up to 5 inches. Now, if he wanted to attack, well, he needs to be within 1 inch range, and he isn't. So he's just charged in for no reason at all because he's a silly guy, and this is just an easy thing. But on our other side, okay, his turn would be done, so that would be it for him. Then it would be our turn, okay, and the golem would move, and he's going to move 3 inches. He says, "Oh no, I'm not taking this. I'm taking this dude right out." Okay, now we would compare, okay, his toughness, which is a 4, versus his strength, which is a 4. That's even. Okay, and if you remember what we said, you look at the strength of the weapon and compare it to the toughness of the enemy fighter. If the strength is higher, you need a 3 or more to hit. If the strength is equal, 4, and of course if the strength is lower, okay, you need a 5, okay, or more. 5 or more is a hit. In addition, each roll of 6 is a critical. It's a critical. So on our guy here, he has a weapon, and he is going to, of course, he's going to hit with that hammer, and he gets 4 dice. So he's going to roll. He needs 4s to hit. So we're going to roll those 4s. All right, let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens here. Oh, I only rolled 3 of them. How about if I roll another one? So he completely fanned on that turn. So that wasn't very good. So you have the move and attack. We're going to attack back, but don't worry about it. Now, say for instance, this guy was, wow, he missed. I don't want to face this guy. On the next turn, once everybody has gone and they roll for initiative again, there is another action that you can take. Okay, there's 2 other actions that we haven't talked about. You can disengage, which means that you will go back 3 whole inches. So you can move back 3 whole inches. You may need that because maybe on a subsequent turn you have somebody else pop in there while disengaged and so forth and so on. There's another thing called wait. Okay, you can wait. So if you went with all your guys and your last guy, and then he's going to move his guy, you may want to wait. So you could say, I'm going to wait. Now what happens with that? Okay, what happens with that is your guy can wait and not take his turn and skip his whole turn, or you can wait till the other guy moves, and then you can say, okay, I'm going to activate this guy at the end, but you're only going to get 1 action. You're going to either be able to move, attack, or flee. Okay, and that's all you can do. You can't do the 2 actions. All right. So let's just say our guy, and was up here. Okay, and let's go to our other camera. Just want to show you that movement does not stop. Okay, so for instance, this guy can leap over this thing, okay, for 5 inches. So there's no stopping anybody. He can leap over this for 5 inches and then attack. Again, he has an attack, a strength of 4, like we said. Okay, so he has a strength of 4, which is the fist, and our iron golem has a toughness of 4. So now he's gonna take 4 dice, and he's gonna roll, and let's see what happens here. Well, something pretty cool. Okay, so we got 3 misses, but we did get 1 critical. So what happens then? Well, I'm going to tell you, folks, and that's why I'm here. Because normally on normal damage he would do 2, but because he did a critical, he's going to do a whole 5 damage on this little guy. Now we're going to take a 5 marker and we would put it right next to him. So he's just taken 5 damage. Oh, the poor little guy. And he only has 12 life, so he's down to 7. So this is something to be concerned about. Okay? But he is gone. He has done his turn. He is finished. That's it. And, we got these little X's that we can put here and say that he is gone. But our boy here has said, well, I'm not going to flee. All right? I don't care how big you are, big fella. All right? It's time to get it on. Okay? And he's going to roll 4 dice. All right? So let's see what happens here. He's going to return the favor. He says, if I'm going to go down, I'm going to go down glorious. Well, let me just show you what just happened here. So we got 1 miss. We got 1 hit. Okay? And then we got 2 criticals. Okay? So he returned the favor to him. He does 1, which does 1 damage, which wasn't much. But he did 2 criticals that did 4 each for a total of 9 damage. 9. So, of course, we would put the 9 right here, right? And he only has 20 health. So he already cut him in half. Cut his health in half. So now that he's gone, maybe we would activate the next guy. Okay? And maybe these guys would be over here. Let's just say they're over here to give us a little bit more room. All right? Yeah, we're going to switch cameras. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Come on, Rob. You're supposed to be a pro at this stuff. There we go. There we go. And the big boy came up from behind, right? Now, what's his movement? I'm sure it's a lumbering. He lumbers 4. So he would measure in and say, well, now's my chance. And he would come up from behind. And you say, how you doing? And then he has a strength of 6. Okay? Meanwhile, our guy has a strength of 4. So now 3s would hit. Okay? So, of course, this is completely hypothetical. We would roll. And what would happen? Oh, no. That's all hits. And he does 4, 4, 4, because it's 3 hits. Because remember, because his strength is greater, he's now because he has a huge hit factor, he just did 12 regular hits, and then with the critical, he did 8. So he just did 20 points of damage, which is eliminating our friend here. And he's out of the match. At that time, he leans over to the little guy and he goes, hey, you all right? Yeah, I'm all right. I'm okay. So now you have an idea of how this all kind of just plays out, and the beauty and all the things that you can do in the different scenarios, and the replayability and the simplicity of just following everything on the card and just doing what the card says is really, really something cool. Now, there's also some abilities here. So we're going to come back up top here. All right. Is that Chaotic Beast? Hold on. I want to make sure I got the right thing as far as abilities are concerned. Now, in the book, and I just had the rule book. Oh, there we go. I'm sorry. They have a page for each one of their guys, and there's just so much information. They give you everything that you want for every single faction. 13. Rune marks. Now, rune marks are really important because they give that particular faction a different ability. Okay? Let me just go to rune marks so I make sure that I can... Okay, iron golems, which are 12, and then background 135. There we go. 135. So each... Alright, so our iron golems, you can tell a little bit of story and have some backgrounds for each one of them. So you can make this a role-playing type of campaign where you mark down everybody's names, and you're gonna roll. You can roll the iron golem's first and second name. So let's just roll. All right. Do we have a D10 around? Yeah, of course, it's over there. I'm just gonna roll a D6. So 1, Sever. His last name is 2. Greed. Greel. Sever Greel. So that's his name, Sever Greel. I think that's pretty cool. Where does he come from? Well, let's roll. 6. Your warband took part in the battle to recapture the dragon Anthros when the creature broke free. Leader, favored warrior background. 5. Vengeful. This warrior never forgives a slight and seeks vengeance with single-minded ferocity. So now all of a sudden each one of these characters have a little bit of a personality, which really, really is deep. Nick, how are you? Don't worry about your English. We're just glad to have you here. And I hope you are well, my friend. Don't forget to hit that like button too, folks. Do me a favor. Now, let's get back to those runes, because I want to make sure you guys understand what the runes are. There's different campaigns here that you can play, and just... There's just so much depth. And this all comes in the box. This is all just in one box, which I think is just abilities. Okay, here we go. Did I pass by it? Yes. Okay. If they have that symbol, they can do that with their rune. If they have that rune, they can do that ability. So for instance, on a double, As long as they have that rune ability, they can do all-out attack. A fighter can use this ability only if an enemy fighter has been taken down by an action. So these runes are really important because they also decide which one of the doubles or triples that particular model can use. So it's just another fantastic system. And this is where, in all honesty, and just to show you, we're gonna show before I kill this off. I want to show you guys some more of just the fantastic models that you can get from this. I mean, they're absolutely beautiful. Okay, you know, hey, let's just call it what it is. The best in the business. You know, I mean, look at this dude. You know he's gonna whack somebody with that mace, right? That's just screaming, whack me. And then this guy here, I love the whole bone look of him, all right? And how he's just, well, you may hit my friend, but I'm gonna hit you right back. All the different flavor of guys. One of the leaders. You can also measure upwards. So if you measure up 4 inches and he has a movement of 4, he can just come right up. Gotta have a standard guard, right? You gotta have a standard guard, folks. There we go. So whew. And that's how you do it live, folks. And that's how you do it live. Rob, just wondering, is there a figure that can try to heal wounds? I believe some of the factions can heal wounds, but pretty much no. There may be something where there's something on the battlefield. You know, you have all those different cards that can do all kinds of different things. So, I mean, there's a lot of replayability here. There is a lot of stuff that you guys can do and you know, have imagination. And you know what the neat thing about this is? You want to know what the neat thing about this is that you can put this and have this all right in front of you on your table. Okay? You can do it on the kitchen table. The boards are beautiful. I mean, if you look at the board here, I mean, this board, boy, you know, the days of having to make your own terrain are gone. And Games Workshop has done a wonderful, fantastic, an absolutely mind-blowing job of doing this and really making this, you know, such a beautiful thing. I mean, they really hit it home here. And I just love everything that they did. I remember talking to Rodney about this, Rodney Smith, and he said that he loved it. His favorite game used to be Necromunda, which I've got like 4 sets of Necromunda that I've got to finish doing. But he said this because of the simplicity. No need for a sand table, I guess. No, not anymore. Not anymore, Kabook. Not anymore. I mean, it's all just here for you and how you want to set it up. Can you purchase this and terrain from M&M? It comes all in one box set. You might be able to find the whole box set. Let me come up top here. Yeah, so you can get this as an entire set. It all comes in this box set. You just the Warcry starter kit. Now, if they don't have that, you can buy 2 factions, the rule book, and they do have an entire set of the scenery that you can purchase. So you can get that, I believe, from Miniature Market. Matter of fact, you know what? I'm the type of guy that, you know, I'm not going to let this happen to you guys. I'm going to look right now. What do you think of that? So let me see if I can pull it up on the Mighty Miniature Market. And they are mighty. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to pull this tab over here. All right. I'm going to bring that down. Let's go to miniature market, right? Let's get our keyboard. See? Where's miniature market? I usually have it on my screen there. You know what it is? I'm looking over there at the little thing there. Just bear with me. Oh, there we go. Miniature market. Sorry. Oh no, I can't show you that. That's the product. I have access to stuff that. No. That would be bad. That would be bad. I try to help him with oh, there it is. My eyes are so bad. All right, let's take a look here, folks. So we're going to go to Warcry. Let's see what they got. All right, so yeah, they have the core book, one in stock. You can get Cipher Lords. You can get wow. Well, you can get 2 armies. You can get more than 2 armies there. And then they have all the different packs for the factions. And then they have, yeah, all kinds of different terrain for it. Yep. They have a couple different terrain sets for this in stock. They don't have the all-in-one thing. And I don't think you need that. You just need that rule book, a ruler, some dice, and you're off and running, to be honest with you. All right. See, I was going to show you, but you guys have been checking anyways. Sorry. I'm sure you can find it somewhere. That's for doggone sure. But I'm telling you right now, this is well worth everything to try to hunt it down. And you'd be off and running. There you go. So, I hope you enjoyed this. A nice look at all this cool stuff and all the great things that come with it. And all the wonderful miniatures and things that can just go absolutely bonkers with this phenomenal set. And this just great game. Now, they also have monsters and mercenaries. You can fight with giants and things like that, and beasts, and hire certain beasts. So there's another little supplement here that has come out, and just adds more carnage to what is already pretty crazy. My favorite though is that you can add my boys in. So I got to get working on these guys for Justin, because we're going to be playing this live this Sunday. So you're going to want to stick your head in, I hope. Is it Father's Day on Sunday? Not that it matters. I forgot. But there's so many neat little supplements, different armies for different tastes. You can play the undead. You can play the Night Gaunt. Been considering jumping into a pure miniature game. Well, I mean, this is just such a simple game, and it's fun, it's quick, and you can play a bunch of different different games with it, and it really does some wonderful thing. Father's Day is June 21st. Okay, cool. So now I don't have to worry about Father's Day being this Sunday. Not this Sunday. Thank you. So definitely we're going to be playing this Sunday, me and my son, the Jarl. It's split 1 apiece. I beat him the first game. He beat me 2 weeks ago, and now this time it's on. This is the rubber match. So I better win, or some really bad consequences, that's for sure. Very nice. Subscribe. Well, thank you, Nick. I'm glad to have you here. All right, and smash that like button while you're at it, bro. So make sure you guys jump in. We've got plenty of things the rest of the week, like we talked about, and I hope this helps you learn a little bit more about this game. There's a lot of great videos that you can watch. Gorilla Miniatures does a fantastic thing every time because they're just the best. And then, you know, there's other people that are just strictly Warhammer that do a great job at it. We get to it when we can get to it. And here we are. We're at that point where we can get to it. And I'm really looking forward to having some fun with you guys this coming weekend. So I'll take any questions that you might. Got to beat the cheetah. That's right. But can I? That's the problem. Can you beat the cheetah? And then if I don't make his guys, he's going to complain. So I'm thinking of doing some undead characters just to chew him up. I hope. All right. Let's see. We expect you to win again, Rob. Well, I only hope, Steph. I only hope, my friend. Looks awesome. It's going to be really fun to watch this played live. Looking forward to it. Everyone loves wasting some undead. Yes, yeah, that's very true. Very, very true. All right, guys. So, nice little look. We went over everything. I think I covered pretty much a lot of it. I may have missed a few things here or there. And I hope I didn't get too much wrong. But I think we really covered this. I hope you enjoyed this. Guys, it was great seeing you once again. And until next time, it's your old pal Rob. Always telling you to be good to one another. Be kind to one another. And just know how much I love each and every one of you. I do. Go check out Men of Iron. Go check out Imperial Struggle. We did videos of. We're just, you know, it's only Tuesday and we've already got a bunch of videos out. This is our 4th. Can you believe it? All right. So until next time, it's your old pal Rob. I will definitely be seeing you soon.